Hi guys, today we're gonna start reacting to some short.
2 of the following videos are true, while the other one is trash.
What?
Can you spot the fake?
What is that?
Round 3, let's begin. If you release the butane from one lighter without sparking it, you can use a second lighter that's already burning to light the gas of the first lighter. And as long as you keep the butane flowing, the flame will burn. If you do this again but place a metal mesh between the 2 lighters, you can still ignite the first lighter's gas from above the mesh. But now the flame will only stay burning above it and won't propagate through the mesh to get to the nozzle of the lighter, even when you put some distance between them like this. This is an energy stick that has 2 metallic strips that you can touch to turn the device on.
That's so cool, actually.
This shows how the human body is capable of conducting electricity to complete the circuit. However, if you dip your fingers in a bit of tap water and then press the metallic strips, the water insulates your body from the metal, meaning you no longer conduct electricity and the device doesn't turn on. This display stand is just a thin, clear acrylic rod. If you shine a laser from the side of this acrylic rod, the laser goes through pretty straight, pretty much how you'd expect. However, if you shine the laser at the end of the acrylic rod, the entire display stand illuminates, sort of like a fiber optic.
Wait, is this how like other of the show play LEDs at shops do it, or what?
You've seen all 3 videos now. Pause to vote in the comments which one you thought was fake. If you thought that a thin metal mesh would prevent the propagation of a flame back to a lighter, you'd be correct. And here's what it looks like using Schlieren optics that I set up in my garage. The metal mesh acts as a heat sink that cools the temperature of the flame.
You're stranded at sea. Which ocean are you choosing?
If poison goes past expiration date, does it become more or less toxic? Curiosities that will blow your mind? The last one will make you think about it for weeks. If you were offered $1 billion, but you had to spend the rest of your life with the second person that shows up when you click on share, and then more, would you take it? 70% of people use Android and 40% use iPhone. Comment which one you use and let's see if that's true. Music does not only change your mood, but also changes the way you think forever. If a dog or a cat keeps staring at you, run.
That's kind of like me. Oh well.
TryGoth, AI learning helper. Just snap a picture and...
If you're wearing socks right now, then you are eliminated.
That's not fair. Give them another chance. Question number 1. Name any video game. Double tap the screen to lock in your answer. If it's Minecraft, then too bad because you are out on question 1. But if you like the video, I'll give you another chance.
How I hacked Windows 11. Okay, so recently this has happened twice where one of my friends is like, yo bro, I forgot the password to my own computer. Which is interesting, but okay. So I'm on a mission to hack into his computer. The first thing I noticed was he has a local account, which makes our job way harder. So after surfing the internet for a bit, I stumble upon a solution. A secret backdoor that Microsoft has left just for this case. Here's what you do. You want to hit the power button, press shift, and then hit restart. This hidden menu will pop up where you want to go into command prompt. Type this command, and then just reboot. Now at the login screen, if you press Windows key plus U, a command prompt will open with full access to change the password of any accounts you have. So just change the password and boom, you're into your old account with all your data. Now once you log in, you do want to patch this method so the next person doesn't just come in, press Windows key plus U and change the password. But if they knew how to do that, they probably knew how to do the first part as well. This works on basically every Windows computer, but it does take a while, so you're only supposed to use it to get into your own account, not for evil. So subscribe! Hi
friend, are you feeling okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. Hi friend.
Let's make a song
in the style of Boy with Uke mixed with Goat Yay. And with the topic of insecurities. Okay, let's start with some guitar.
Almost everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. You get a rat and you put it in a cage and you give it 2 water bottles. One is just water and the other is water laced with either heroin or cocaine. The rat will almost always prefer the drugged water and almost always kill itself quite quickly. In the 70s, Professor Alexander comes along and he looks at this experiment and he noticed something. He said, we're putting the rat in an empty cage. It's got nothing to do except use these drugs. Let's try something a bit different. So Professor Alexander built a cage that he called Rat Park. They've got loads of cheese, they've got loads of tunnels, they've got loads of friends. But here's the fascinating thing. In Rat Park, they don't like the drug water. You go from almost 100% overdose when they're isolated to 0% overdose when they have happy and connected lives. maybe we shouldn't even call it addiction. Maybe we should call it bonding. When we're happy and healthy, we'll bond and connect with each other. But if you can't do that, you will bond with something that will give you some sense of relief. What if addiction is about your cage? Because the opposite of addiction is connection. Almost everything we think we know about addiction is